I've really got going with a person that was going to be taking action. I was not afraid of anything, so I would take action first and I would kind of figure things out, and then I would change things as I go, yeah, that really didn't work out how I hoped. You know, a lot of people I see today maybe aren't willing to take action. They'll overthink things, and they'll end up just not being able to ever do anything. I think that that's okay. I try to be as more proactive, where I want to take action first and kind of figure things out. So we're doing our best. We've got the OpCo, we've got the finance company with our fund. I wanted really today to kind of introduce like myself personally, where a lot of the other pieces that I've done have really been focused on the fund. But what I quickly figured out is, until you hear what a person thinks of and how their heart is, it's hard to really connect with what they have to say. And I've done about 25 podcasts this year, and I think through, when I've done all those podcasts, like, we always go through the overall history first, and then we talk on the fund. I don't really just jump directly into the fund, because until you hear the overall history of how we got here, the fund really doesn't make sense. Like, we didn't open up the fund until we had a deal that didn't get funded. So that's a just situation. In 2021, we had a deal that I was trying to buy a portfolio, and we failed. We didn't get it funded. We lost. It cost me $85,000 because we didn't have the fund in place prior to going into this deal. So you need to dig your well before you pump your water. Before you have to have your water, you need to dig your well. And what I realized was, prior to COVID, I didn't really need to dig that well, because there was an abundance of capital that was anxiously trying to park into different projects. And during COVID, things changed. I mean, COVID had a huge impact on this industry. And what I realized was that we needed to dig our well and have access to capital prior to actually needing it. So what we did was we formed a 506C fund, and our fund, the fund paperwork's all finished. It isn't for everybody. It probably isn't even for like most people that are able to hear this video. This is really geared for like family offices, like folks that can cut bigger type checks. This isn't for everyone, just telling it a little bit. But our fund was created because we failed. We were trying to buy a portfolio that had really great cash flow, 7 homes, 55 beds, and it would have changed our current portfolio because they were further than us. They were there. And what happened, Aaron, is I tried and I didn't get done. I failed. And we got back the earnest money. We got back all of that. But what happened was, we had an attorney bill that racked up to $125,000. And we're like, oh crap, forgot about that part, you know? So we ended up being able to settle with them for $85,000, but point being, that cost us $85,000. Now, prior to that point, I've never had to pay $85,000 for anything that I didn't get something back. Now this time, I paid $85,000 and I didn't really get anything tangible back, but I got an experience, and that experience, today I'm actually thankful for that experience, because it taught me that I needed to have a fund in place prior to going out finding these deals, because I can go find great deals. And when there's great deals out there, the person that owns these properties are oftentimes, they have a problem. They have something that they need to get out quickly. They will take a discounted offer, but they need cash quickly. And what I figured out quickly is that I can provide that if I come up with our own funds. So our OpCo handles the operations of all of our homes, right? But then our finance company over here is actually the capital that is needed to go purchase them. So we learned a lot. There's a huge opportunity that taught us, and I'm thankful that it happened. So we are growing now. our funds there, our opcos there. We are raising capital for our fund. We are also bringing capital in for other projects that really don't fit part of our fund. In a case of a project that doesn't fit part of the fund is when we are able to build, okay? So our fund is actually really clear that we only buy properties that have cash flow over 50% occupancy. And when we are able to have dirt and in order to build, it does not fit that because it doesn't have cash flow from the overall beginning. So there are opportunities for folks that don't qualify for the fund that want to invest, as long as they are an accredited investor. We could definitely talk on something under just 7 figures. So that would be on a per deal type basis. I'd be happy to talk with people on that.